I got hit. I was at 25,000 feet. It happened so fast that you haven't got time to pray. And I've got a story about that. When I was brought to Gulag, there was a minister there, a Catholic minister, really nice guy, Scottish, brogue, you cut it with a knife, oh God. And he said, and I was known as Scruffy. He said, Scruffy, he said, did you pray when you got shot? And I said, Father, if I'd prayed, I would have been dead. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, raw oxygen and raw gas hitting me in the face. If I'd opened my mouth and said, help, I was dead. Oh, he says, I understand that. So, and that's where I got hit in the gas tank. And it came back, and most of my instruments were gone. And so I just pulled the what do you call it and jumped right away. And luckily, I'm one of the people that can stand high altitudes. Most people faint at 25,000 without oxygen. So when I bailed out, I never lost consciousness. And first thing that happened was that really made me mad. My boot shot off, and that was the boot I had my gun in. And of course I was burnt. I landed, and I was not far from Matville. Probably, I don't know exactly how far, but I had been to summer school in Dinard, which is not very far. It's on the coast of France. So I thought, well, I'll head for that, and I buried my parachute, and I met a guy on a bike, and they told us never to talk to anybody with anybody else around. Always pick somebody by themselves, because you never know when you're going to have a what do you call it, a unfriendly Frenchman who's going to turn you in. So I told this guy who it was, and I said, would he help me? And he said, I will come back in an hour or so. You keep heading south. And so I did, and about an hour or so I came to a road, and he was there. And he took one look at me. He said, Merde, ce n'est pas possible. Vous êtes blindé. You're blind. And I said, I could still see if I did that, but my eyes sealed shut, and then they healed shut. So he sat me on a stump, and he said, you never saw anybody. You've been blind since you landed. I said, I understand. And so then about, not more than 25 minutes, I think, I heard dogs. And the Germans had been following me all along, but I'd kept ahead of them. And so then they took me to hospital, and that was how I ended up.